Hello. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hello. You moved your head. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name's EJ Marino, and we are about to review the brand new Invader Zim movie named Enter The Florpus. I am so excited. I have with me Jake, who is my best friend, but also, I don't want to say more importantly, actually a really big Invader Zim fan. So I'm happy to have you here, and I'm going to get his reaction. So let's dive into this video right now.
Title card.
I'm really excited to get into this, so let's dive into it right now. When we first saw the trailer, what was your reaction? Because I was okay on it. I'm not the big diehard fan, so what was your feelings?
Well, the first trailer didn't have any sound. It was just the art design
Yeah.
and all that. And at first, I didn't really like it. I didn't really like how it looked and all that. I thought it looked a little funny because the original was so edgy, like, you know, a lot of corners and all that. This is really rounded, but after seeing the movie, I thought it worked really well. I thought they had good style. They used it to their advantage and made it more lively.
Yes. Oh, it felt like you compared it to the comic book,
Right.
and it felt like a comic book live action where I know they don't move, but you get a lot of action and emotion from it, and I got that from this, which I really liked. So you kind of went from a feeling of going, to now that you enjoy it?
And it was funny because when we first started watching it, you were like, "How do you feel about the look of it?" And at first, I was like, "Let me watch a little more."
I liked it instantly, which is why I asked you, because I don't know why I thought it was going to be cutesy, and because that's the style. It's the rounded. I think Cartoon Network has a more rounded cutesy style, which is even their edgier ones like Flapjack and all that. I liked that this was nice and pretty. I think my biggest thing, I think we both liked it a lot. We laughed, I smiled the whole time through, but what I liked the most is the cinematography. Invader Zim has always had good visuals, like always from the beginning, iconic moments and visuals, character-wise, but this, A+ work.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing with my concern was it being kind of like a cash grab, even though it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like them just bringing it back for the sake of it, but then I forgot that the guy that directs it and like makes it like loves it.
Yeah.
That's why he has the comics and all that, because he just wants the story to continue. So, and you could see it. Like, they actually cared about they had fun with it.
Yeah, there was like love letters, because there was a lot of references you were picking up on that. I like Invader Zim. I've always liked it. I was the weird Hot Topic era Invader Zim demographic that they loved at that point. So you picked up on a lot of stuff that, again, feels like a love letter, but also feels new and fresh. There was a lot of stuff that felt familiar, but I like that this felt like a elongated movie or elongated episode in a good way. Like
it felt like enough more because it's been so long. It felt like it gave us what we've been missing. I mean, for me, it get like up in Fayetteville, you gave me your Hulu account, and I just binge watched it all the time to help me.
Which makes me think of one you showed me there. This makes me think of, I think, which is the series finale, the Christmassy episode. This reminds me a lot of that, where like the scale. Yeah, this had a big scale, and I know that they had the money to do it, but like not even the third act insanity when they're going through different like art styles and all that, not even that, just in general, this felt bigger and better, and I like the art style reflected it. I like the real anime intro of this, which they used later on, but I would full on watch the adult gritty reboot of Invader Zim. Oh yeah, I would watch that completely.
Yeah, no, like I said, I thought it looked really nice. I thought they brought it to life really well, and you could just tell that they cared about everything. The humor was still there. The dumb humor, but still clever in a way, which I can't explain.
Well, I watched the Rocko's Modern Life one, which is similar to this in the 90s nostalgia, but done right, which, again, I feel like Nickelodeon knows what they're doing by giving Netflix these properties, but what I noticed in that was the absurdist humor, the, like, I don't get this joke. This has a lot of similar, like, that is very random, but something about these I get. Every time, like...
It's the timing, I feel
like. Gurr is a perfect example of Gurr has timing down. Like, the way he inserts himself into a joke. I think, which is funny because our two favorite characters, yours is Gurr, I believe, and mine's Gaz. I think they both have the best humor because they're always there at that right moment to go, but here's my joke. And I love that so much.
And Gaz is the hero of this movie,
I mean, in most episodes, I've always noticed, like, she was always kind of the one that's like, I don't want want to do this, and I saved everyone except for when she got her own solo episode, which is one of my favorite episodes of Invader Zim, the video game one where she's hunting that like the boy. I love that one so much, and that had elements of it here. Everyone got to shine, which is awesome because you don't like Dib. I like Dib in his annoying awkwardness and all that. Like, he's the... you kind of mentioned it. Like, we're supposed to not like him. Right. And that's awesome. Like, there's a character I love to hate. Yeah. I need it.
But he's not like... Like, I tried to explain to you, he's not like someone that you generally dislike. Like, he's there for... If the show is just Zim, you know, there's no show.
And technically, Dib's the hero.
Technically.
And in the weirdest sense of it. Like, Zim's...
He's the antagonist, but he's the hero of the show.
Which I always love. This is something I want to see more. Our protagonist doesn't have to be a good guy. Like, we could follow not even a bad person. Like the Joker movie coming out. Like, that's following a bad person that does... But I like a character that's like Zim. Complicated. Kind of bad, but kind of just dumb. He's dumb. I love Zim so much. I love him. I love like...
You love rooting for him because you're just like, you have it all there. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it already.
But he's relatable. Like, I am that character at times. Like, I relate to his cockiness in his way where you don't need to be cocky at that moment. Or his insecurities and moments that I'm like, that's what we're being insecure about. I love his character. I think... there's arcs here. Yeah. Like, characters grow as much as Invader Zim.
They both have depressing, like, arcs in the movie.
Yes. And they go through them very well. I think this was such a good... It was a breath of fresh air right now. I needed a... I just saw a lot of good comedy. I just saw Good Boys. I thought it was a good comedy. I needed a comedy like this that was for me. Right. That was just very... The humor was great. The animation was great. I'm happy with this, which is a shock.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a cartoon, and cartoons are supposed to be escapism, so I think it did its job. I mean, for an hour, 11 minutes, I wanted more. Not that it just left me wanting more. It wasn't...
Yes, this is how they get you, because now I'm like, would I watch a reboot series, even if it's like 6 episodes, season 1, 6 episodes, season 2, would I be okay with that? And I think so, because, for like, my stepbrothers tried to get me to watch Castlevania. I watched the first season. I would take a style like this. More, like, bigger, grander episodes, but just keep them short. Like, we not a long season. I could see us doing more. I would be okay with that. What about you? Would you want to see another movie at least in, like, a year or two, or another series?
I could see them doing another movie, like another hour one. Probably shorter than this one a little bit, but I could see them doing that, but... I think a series might work a little better just because doing a movie plot every time might get repetitive and tedious and whatever. Because usually it's like, there's episodes in Zim where like nothing happens, but crazy things happen. So I just feel like you kind of miss that aspect of it. So if you have a movie, because this was pretty epic.
Yeah.
Black Hole, The Florpus.
The Florpus I love. I will say, like, you guys, we didn't get to review it. This is the second animated movie we've watched this year together. Because we watched Broly at the very beginning of the year, and holy hell, animation. Like, Spider-Verse we saw together as well, which that was last year. Animation is killing it right now, cool. And I am in the happiest way. As a kid who loves cartoons still, I love seeing that we're in a killer point right now.
I think that you got people that have passion about that are getting into it, you know? I mean, not to speak badly about Toy Story 4, but that's something that's been there.
It's so corporate. This is so either like the animators worked on it would be your age right now.
Yeah.
This is the era where I think a lot of people the cartoons we loved right now, we're starting to make. We're in the age group to be the creators, and
they want to bring it back.
And instead of the nostalgia of stuff bringing back from the 80s, that's a 50-year-old dude trying to do it and remake this nostalgia from his time period. It's only like 10, 15 years ago. I'm waiting for 90s nostalgia. We're slowly getting into it, and then we're gonna get into 2000s nostalgia, which is like Mean Girls, denim shorts, like Ugg boots. I can't wait.
No such thing as 2000s nostalgia.
Ooh, controversial statement. We just watched 2000s nostalgia. But we watched cartoon nostalgia basically. Yeah. But real quick before we wrap this up, I like that we all did this in one take as well, basically, which is nice. What was your final thoughts? If you're gonna rate this, what would you rate this?
I mean, for what it is, like, I'm not gonna say it's like a masterpiece of film or anything, but for what it is, I give it probably like 8 out of 10, 8.5.
Yes. I would give it a perfect score for what it is. Right. In the sense of animation, though, beautifully animated. In the acting, in the Gas had this moment of like, I too will do this, and we were like, Gas, this is the Oscar speech you just did right there. There was good acting, there was good everything here that I would give this a really like high regards as you did. Not just because I like Invader Zim, because this was good animation, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh,
my own time.
Which is something else. I guess other than a rating, rewatchability.
For sure,
it's quick enough that it's rewatchable. Yeah. There's not long drags where I was like, oh, I really don't want to. No, there's scenes that I was like, oh no, I would live in that scene. Like more Gur, more of this. I can't wait till they do the YouTube montage of like the best Gur moments from this. I will watch that endlessly.
Yeah, I just think it. I think it came. It was quick. It was good. I don't think it was predictable, which is what Zim isn't. Not predictable ever, and I just thought...
Good point there, yeah.
I just, like I said, I just think they captured an episode in the time they had without it, like you said, dragging on or anything.
Yeah, no, it was perfect. I had such a good time watching it. I had such a good time reviewing this. Thank you so much for doing this. This was much needed, I think, for both of us. For me, for watching film. For both of us in life. This was needed. Had such a good time with it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Did you guys check out Invader Zim, Enter The Florpus? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I make videos like this every single week. That's my favorite little dance I do. No one ever comments on it. I'm just going to keep doing it. And make sure you guys... What were you going to say? Do you notice it? No, he doesn't. Everyone hates me.
I wasn't going to dance.
Oh,
well, I didn't know there wasn't a queue. We could comments below.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you. There. All right, guys, give me a thumbs up, and make sure you guys, let's talk about Invader Zim in the comments below.